Alright, so here we go. We got the X Factor USA 2012. This is the auditions, episode 2 or night 2 of the auditions. They're going to start in San Francisco again with some auditions. And before, we get the first audition, they're basically showing the judges. They got to promote their judges and showing the judges' entrances and just millions of people going crazy. Thousands of people going crazy over the judges, and it's exciting. You got Britney Spears and Demi Lavoto up there, new judges for the X Factor, so definitely they need to build up those judges. And we get on, of course, by the way, you're watching the big topic, the X Factor. That's where we do commentary on the show, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, let's get to the first audition of the night. Mr. Johnny Maxwell, 16-year-old, they show little clips of him with his mom, Rachel, and I love this mom. I love her. She is positively reinforcing that her son is talented in such a good way. Parents out there, you need to watch this, and you need to, if your child is good at something, you need to motivate them like this lady. She was so good at motivating her son, and it shows. Johnny Maxwell basically is going to do an original song. Of course, Reid goes, oh, here we go. But, he did a great job. He wrote the song. The song is called All These People. Let me just tell you, he had Reid singing the song with him. Now, if you got Reid, who is one of the best at finding talent in the world, singing your song with you, you got something special. He has passion. He had the desire to do well. He works on it at night. He writes, even though he's supposed to be sleeping. And he has a great mom that's going to motivate him through and stick with him. I love this. I love this act. He was a little nervous. Didn't have the best vocals I've ever heard in my life. Simon said he's a better rapper than he is a singer, and I agree. Reid basically said this is what it's all about. Demi Lavoto said you got swag. And, you could feel he wants to be a star. I love this because when you're watching another human being bare his soul and what he loves to do and is actually talented at it, it makes you feel good. And that's what this is all about. That's why I watched this show. I loved it. He got 4 yeses. He deserved it. But now is where it really starts. Okay, so you got past the first audition. What are you going to bring to us next to keep you going in the X Factor show? Because now he may not be able to he might not be able to always sing an original song. So now he's got to transition into singing what the judges want him to sing, and his mentor, whoever he gets, right? So Johnny Maxwell, don't ever quit. Keep rocking it. You did a great job. You entertained the heck out of me, and obviously Reid, Britney Spears. And Britney Spears said he was cute and adorable and all that great stuff. So you got their attention and their fans. Now you got to keep them. So good luck to you. You kicked butt. And I'm going to remember this as far as this audition as this is the audition that Reid was singing the hook with you. Okay, it was great. Next we had Lexa, Berman, and X Factor is putting people on blast. If you are overconfident, putting other singers down, and trying to railroad other singers, and you're not talented, and you get up on that stage, they're putting you on blast. They're embarrassing you in front of America. So make room for the real talent and just go home because they are putting you on blast if you suck. Lexa Berman, she's being gaudy dancing, in front of everybody, and it wasn't even that good dancing. I didn't think it was sexy at all. Even though she is a gorgeous woman, you still gotta be talented to keep most people entertained, including me. So basically, she's overconfident. She didn't really recognize other people's talent, and she's supposedly an actor, model, singer, dancer. I think you need to take out the singer and dancer part and kind of move on to the actor and modeling and see if you're good at that, because you weren't a great singer. Now, it wasn't awful. My ears didn't hurt listening to her. It was just boring, and she needs to either really get serious about singing and take some classes and, get better, or maybe just move on to acting. Maybe you're better at that. because I didn't like it. She hit on Simon a little bit, and L.A. Reid, and that was basically it. Simon liked her junk in the trunk, he said, and as far as the audition, wasn't great, and you got put on blast. So you were embarrassed in front of America. Sorry about that. But then they kind of went into basically showing acts that didn't make it, just little clips of them. They didn't show a lot, and basically they were showing the good-looking people, but bad voices that could not sing. So they're like, I wish I could find a beautiful person that could sing. So we get on to Jason Brock, right? Konnichiwa. This guy, basically I was prepared to be annoyed. He was a little flamboyant, not exactly... I just was prepared to see something really awful. Then this guy starts to sing. He does Elton John. No, not Elton John. He reminded me of Elton John, actually. He did Billy Joel. I got a New York State of Mind. But this guy reminded me of Elton John with his voice, not just the way he was acting. But basically, I'm a fan. This guy was incredible. He blew away the judges, standing ovations. It was fantastic. Simon did his high clap, so the high clap is back. Gorgeous voice. The guy had soul. He just simply, L.A. Reid said, your voice is a song's best friend, and producers are looking for your voice to put with songs. I mean, this guy was incredible, and I just was not prepared for what I saw. I thought it was going to be awful. I really did. But then when he started to sing, like they said, it was like we were at his concert. Jason Brock, he kicked ass. He did really good. And I can't wait to see you again. I'm a fan now. So, okay, you made me a fan. Thank you for proving me wrong in the beginning when I thought this was going to suck, because it was awesome. Next, we had the fourth audition, which they went to Providence, Rhode Island for this one. Patrick Ford. I'm a fan of this guy. I'm not a fan of this guy, actually, Patrick Ford. And the reason why is he was basically creepy. He wasn't keeping it real. And he basically was just a fan of Britney Spears. He brings her flowers. It made her feel really uncomfortable. But here's the problem I have with this. He sang Britney Spears' Circus. He butchered her song in front of her. And he goes, I love you, I'm a fan. What are you doing here? There are people, really serious people, that want to audition for the X Factor. And they want to show that they have talent. And some of them have talent. If you don't have talent, and this, keep it real. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is not what I'm good at, and make room for the people that are serious. People are waiting in line for hours to get these auditions, and you suck. And you weren't even there to audition. You were there because you wanted to meet Britney Spears. I don't care. You sucked. It was awful. You embarrassed yourself. You looked horrible. Britney gave it was like, no. You gotta know, she wouldn't even talk to you. She wouldn't even acknowledge that you were a fan. And you really ruined the time for other people by taking up space in the line and making them have to wait for their audition. It was awful, horrible. I hope I don't have to see too many of these, but of course that's part of the show, and we will, I'm sure. So, the Providence, Rhode Island bakes the judges a cake, an X Factor cake. So they basically made them a cake, brought it in, they ate it. Then we get on to, I would say, the performance of the night, the fifth performance that we got to see the full performance of. And it's simple. A Star is Born on the X Factor again. 13-year-old Carly Rose Soneclar, and she did Nina Simone's Feeling Good. And from the moment this girl opened her mouth, it was such a beautiful voice, perfect tone. It sounded like, basically, it was a voice well beyond her years. And everybody, Simon said, who was really singing that song? You're just lip syncing. I don't believe it. You got to prove it to me. L.A. Reid said this is what it's all about. She basically got 4 yeses, right? And Britney said you're a little diva, and basically standing ovations from everybody, including all 4 judges. Simon stood up for this girl. He loved her, everything about it, and this voice was just far beyond her years. She is definitely awesome. And It was incredible. Can't wait to see what she does next. I hope that she keeps it going. It was a good show. Like I said, it was only an hour. I wish it was longer because I was really getting into it. I mean, you know, you got not very many auditions per show, but there are a couple quality auditions. So we had the first audition that was really good, Jason, which was really good, and Carly Rose, which was really good. And I really, really, really enjoyed this show. I thank you guys for watching The X Factor. This is episode 2, the big topic of 2012. And that was really fun. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good night. Can't wait for the rest of the shows to come. Bye-bye.